And we have Mr. I Stay. Whoa, and Mr. I Stay.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. Today we got a question that came in on the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, a free Facebook group where we talk about all types of real estate. So we take questions in there sometime, and I just try to come on and try to help people out. So today's question came in from Miss Tyra. Let's see if we can get this up here. There we go. So Miss Tyra Hewitt up in Michigan, she says, there are homes like this sitting around my neighborhood for low prices. Can someone give me some advice? Well, why not? And she took a little picture of a little house here. Low prices, $57,000. We got some cheaper than that here in St. Louis. But this here, I guess she saw this house and was like, well, what do I do? So I thought I would compile a couple of steps that's real simple, real easy for anybody to follow. That you want to get started in real estate. Like, how do you do this stuff? How do you even get in the game? And remember, you can get in this game with no cash, no credit, and just some specialized knowledge. And this is some of that basic specialized knowledge I'm going to go over today. This video helps you out in any type of way. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it out to somebody else who may need to know it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. What you waiting on? And bang that bell. So in regards to this here, the first step you would want to do, if you find a property, it could be a vacant property, a property that looks run down. It could be a person that's distressed. A lot of reasons why a person would want to sell their house. So if you found the property like this one, just, a vacant house, you got to locate the owner. You need to find some type of way to find out who is the owner and try to contact them. So if you actually look up the owner, you can find this out by going on your public county website. You can use a site like or an app like Landglide. You can use another app like Deal Machine, which is an app that actually pulls up homeowners right there on the spot. You can just put in their address or drop a pin on it on a map, put it on there right on the spot. See who is the owner. Step one, who is the owner, and locate the owner. If you do use Deal Machine, go ahead and put in that promo code WOKE, WOKE, for a free deal credits and a free trial. So you can just try it out, see if it works for you. But there's, like I say, free ways to do it just by going to your free actual county website. And there's public information. There's no secrets. That's one thing you must know in this game. There's no secrets. This is the information age. Everything you want to know is at the click of a button. So like I said, step one, locate the owner. Once you do locate the owner, you want to get in contact with them and see if they're even interested in selling. Would you be interested in a cash offer on your property? Would you be interested in even entertaining selling your property? Some people don't want to sell. And if they don't want to sell, you're done with them. You can follow up with them if you want to later, or leave them alone. But that's the main thing. Do they want to sell their house? Now, there's a couple of reasons why they want to sell. Maybe the house, like I said, is ran down. Maybe the property, maybe they're distressed. They're financially distressed. They're behind on mortgage payments. They have a death in the family. They inherited a property that they don't want. There's a whole plethora of reasons why somebody would want to sell their house. But you got to find out if they are even interested in selling their house. Another thing is, if they do want to sell, you got to break down some math. And that's where it starts getting kind of tricky, but it's really not that hard. Basic math. And I got a little thing here I want to share with that as well. The Mayo formula. Let you see what this looks like if you haven't heard of it before. Let's see here. Add that in. Bloop, like that. Like that. So it's a basic formula. The ARV, or the after repaired value. What is this house worth when it's all fixed up? The kitchen's updated, the bathroom's updated. It's not all run down. There's not holes in the wall. It's not, baby stuff and dog doo-doo on the floor, all the junk. What is this? When all that's fixed up in perfect condition, all back up to 2019 HGTV standards, they call it. What is it worth after repair value? So that's our example we're using right here. So we're going to say the ARV of this example property is $100,000. When it's all fixed up, somebody on a retail market listed on the MLS, retail value, they're going to pay about $100,000 for it. Now you need to do a discount. And the way you do that, you would put in this 100,000 times 0.7 times 0.7 on your calculator. That'll give you the discount of 30%. Now that 30% just represents what a investor is willing to pay for a property. They want to get about a 30% or more. Now, if you can give them more, you're leaving money on the table, just to let you know. But general rule of thumb, 30%. You can sell properties at 20% and some other ways. But like I say, this is a basic overview training of how to get, what you need to do as far as getting a deal. So the discount, 30%, 0.7, you take your 100,000 times 0.7 on your calculator. That'll get you the 30% discount. That's what investors are willing to pay, and that'll get you to 70,000. Now, say you look through the house, you find out it needs a little bit of this, it needs a little bit of that. You need to do an estimate on repairs. Now, there's some tools and things you can use for that as well to figure out how much does it cost to put in a bathroom? How much does it cost to put in a kitchen? How much does it cost? And these are just rough estimates because you really can't give a specific down to the dollar amount to this stuff anyway. All of this stuff is, good educated guess. And the way I would do this is 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 in chunks like that. So you don't want to get down to, it's $317,004.12. You don't know that. Give it a good estimate, about $5,000. So for this example here, it's about a $20,000 in repairs, we're going to say on this one here. That brings you down to $50,000. So that's where we are now. Your ARV times 0.70 minus your repairs get you down to $50,000. Now, that's what that's what your cash buyer would pay for the property. This $50,000. That's what this represents. If they want to pay that $50,000, that's where they want to be at. So you want to get in where you make money, because somewhere along this line, you got to make some money. You got to make some shmoney, honey. So there you go. Your fee. Say you want to make $10,000 on a deal. You want to make $10,000. That's what this represents. You subtract $10,000 from that $50,000 that cash buyer is willing to pay for this property. So they want to pay $50,000. You want to subtract the fee for $10,000. Now, going to your seller, your maximum allowable offer to your seller, the Mayo, MAO, you may see this term around the real estate game from time to time. The MAO is $40,000. That's so you even know you got a deal. $40,000. And then you even want to go a little bit lower than that, say 15% off of that, to even see what your offer is to even start negotiating. Now, that's where it gets a little more tricky as well, negotiating and all of that stuff. So if you're working a sales job or something like that right now in life, if you have any type of sales skills, negotiation skills, all of that stuff is transferable right over into this creative real estate, where, like I said, you need no cash, no credit, and you just need to know how to do this stuff. So just to do a brief recap, $100,000 is the ARV, or after repaired value, minus your 30%. You put in 0.70 on your calculator. 100,000 times 0.7, that'll get you a 30% discount, brings you down to 70,000. Then you have about a $20,000 in repairs on this particular example. They get you down to 50,000. That 50 represents what a cash buyer is willing to pay to take this deal down and step into your shoes and take it on down. Over here is your fee. 10,000 is what you hope to make. Now, if you don't get it low enough, you might make less than 10,000. You might make 5,000. You might make 20,000 if you're able to get a really sweet deal. We don't know. That's why I say this is just an example. So once you do that, you go ahead and your maximum allowable offer to that seller is 40. But you want to start your negotiations below that. So you might start at and say, yeah, Mr. Seller, I want to know, would you consider an offer of $34,000 on this house? We pay the closing costs, and there's no real estate commissions. There's none of that. We'll take care of everything, and you'll be good to go. They might say yes. They might say no. They might say, well, that seems kind of low. And, and like I say, this is when it comes down to start getting that negotiation skill in. Can you beat them down on price? You don't want to have to do that. But sometimes people will just tell you, hey, I only want $30,000 for the house. And when you do this math and you look and say, damn, I just did the math. And if my math is correct, they say they only wanted $30,000. This is below Mayo. So you want to get your house locked up under contract below this maximum allowable offer here. Hope all that makes sense for you as regards to actually running the numbers. And this is just a general rule of thumb. Some markets, this may be a little bit different. like California, New York, some of these places where the prices are stupid high. You're talking in millions, and so that's why I say this is just a general rule of thumb on this particular part here. So you can screenshot this or, work it out from that point and see if this works. So right there, you'll have that going. And let me see what we got here. Good intel. What's up, Denise? I see you. I see you. Good intel. So with that going there, you'll have the your maximum allowable offer ready to go. You pop that in, and you should be able to get a deal out of that if you can get that deal locked up under that price point there. Good morning, Sierra. Good morning. I see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So that's the basics right there. So step one, like I said, locate the owner. Step two, find out if they even want to sell. Step three, if they do want to sell, you want to run those numbers and assess the repairs and look at the property. I do a lot of this virtual. This is a little more advanced. If you want to learn it, you can learn this stuff to do it without seeing the house. Because I've done about 17 wholesale deals just like this, and only met about 3 sellers. How about that? Only met them. So there's some people I actually wholesaled and or bought their house and never even met them. I know that kind of shocks you, but it's possible. That's the information age for you. Step 5, you will go ahead and submit your offer. If they accept your offer, you put them under contract. You just have a document. And I offer all of this stuff as well right on wokerealestate.com, my website here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, not that, maybe that. wokerealestate.com. That's the website if you want to get contracts, cool gear, and coaching to go through these deals, to break it all the way down from the rooter to the tutor, all the way down and say, is this even a deal? Most of the time, you're going to come across people that are not deals. I will let you know that. So that's why we have that Mayo formula to kind of break it down and let you know, even if you have a deal in your face, is this a deal? Because you don't know until you run the numbers and actually check it out and actually see if it's even a motivated seller. Now, sometimes you come across a person that'll pretty much just give you the house. I don't want the house. What if somebody just tell you, I don't even want the house, man? Just give me $5,000, man. And you looking like, damn, the Mayo or the ARV is $100,000. I hope it don't need that much in repairs, because it's probably a deal. Lock them up under contract. You take that contract, you get it over to an end buyer to step into your shoes on an assignment agreement, another piece of paper. So this deal takes 2 pieces of paper, a purchase and sales agreement and an assignment agreement. They step into your shoes and they're off to the races, and they close on the deal and do everything you agreed to do on that first contract. And before you know it, a check is coming your way. Now, how'd you do that? You had no cash in the deal. You had no credit. And all you did was learn how to do the deal. That's wholesaling in a nutshell, a free way to get into real estate. I hope that helps answer your question, Miss, who is this? Miss Tyra over here. Because, yeah, let me see if I answered all of her question here. She said, there's homes like this sitting all around my neighborhood for low prices. Can someone give me some advice? And that's the advice for what you need to do. Locate the owner, find out if they want to sell. If they want to sell, see if you can figure out the math and the numbers on the ARV, the Mayo, and all the other stuff I just went over. Submit your offer. If they take your offer, you lock them up under contract. You find an end buyer, which is a little more. I don't want to put too much on this video. This is just basic. The first 5 steps you want to do to get you a deal. So hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer it if I can. And like I said, if you haven't joined that free Facebook group, Woke Real Estate Investors, right here, why haven't you? WokeRealEstate.com is my website as well, where I say the contracts, cool gear, and coaching. Get you one of these cool hats. All that and more is all available for you. Let's see here. Let's see. Do we have any questions over here in the comments? So, yeah, I see you there. Good intel and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Any questions? Nope. If not, like I said, after this live stream ends, post it in the comments, and I'll try to come back in and answer if I can. Let's see here. And there's a lot of ways to do this stuff as well. I didn't mention a bonus. There's a bonus. I gave you some good tips there, but I want to give you a bonus. You want to attract these sellers. Now, you can go around and find deals like Miss Tyra is doing, just happen to see a house like, what's going on with this house? Or you can actually market to attract these motivated sellers. You want to attract them. You want to say, hey, we buy houses. You might see these signs around town called bandit signs. We buy houses. Sell your house for full price. Want to sell your house? We take over payments. You might see these signs over your town and things like that. Those are people that are marketing to actually pull these people in. And that's another way to do it. It'll cost you a little bit of money, but you can do that as well. That's an option. You know, you don't have to always think that, oh man, the only way I could do this is just look for a raggedy house. You can market to them. You could do Facebook marketing. You can do Craigslist, post an ad on Craigslist. I'll buy your house. I've gotten leads from it. I mean, not a lot, but I've gotten leads. Another way you can do it is you can go into Facebook Marketplace, market on Facebook. All this stuff is cost money. You can actually pull a list off List Source, which I don't suggest doing. I always suggest people to go over to wholesaling.com and pull a list from there. You know, you go ahead and go to that site. That's AKA PropStream, where you can actually pull up to 10,000 records. Now that's when you're getting serious. That's when you're scaling 10,000 records per month for only $100 a month after your free trial. But you can go check it out for free for 7 days. Just see if you like it. See what it's about. Wokesource.com. You can pull MLS data, vacant house data, cash buyers. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. There's so much you can do on there. It blows me away still. It blows me away. So if you can go on List Source and pull a list for 17 to 24 cents per lead, which is a lot of money, you can pull a list from there, or you can go on a site like this here, wokesource.com, get your free trial and pull up to 10,000 records per month for $100 per month. And that's equals out to about 1 cent per record. That's real cheap. Then you got to skip trace them and all this other stuff. So, I mean, this stuff goes deep, but like I said, this is just a little feel video to try to help out somebody that's trying to get started. Let me see if we have any other comments before I get up out of here and do some more woke stuff. PC's extra video say, thank you for the video. No problem. Hope this helps you out. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up, share it out. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe, bang the bell, because I got some more goodies coming your way. Other than that, I'm about to go and get up out of here and do some more woke stuff. Do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace out, family.
And we have. And we have. And we have. Mr. I stay. Whoa, 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 whoa.